arm, now!
I did.
Now! Your other arm! Come on!
All right. Shit. It hurt my feet, man.
Well, you wouldn't be hurting if you stopped resisting!
I'm sorry.
Relax! Just relax!
I'm trying to get home, please. I'm trying to get home. Please. Could I talk to y'all then?
Nope, not no more. Time for talking's over with.
Man, please let me talk to you, sir. Can I talk to you, sir? Can I talk to you, sir? Please.
Set.
Welcome everyone. I am Leroy Truth for Leroy Truth Investigations, and recording the police in the course of their duty and holding them accountable because we have unbiased account of their criminal actions shall keep us free. Today, an extremely disturbing story. There are so many. If I did these 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, there would not be enough time to do them. And this comes out of Florida, and Springfield, Florida. This is from a few years ago, but it just came across my desk this morning. And in the Wall of Shame, and by the way, I found this through Don Andre Investigations. So make sure to subscribe to his channel and he does some really good work, find some really good stories. Don Andre Investigations on YouTube. Now, Officer Ronnie Nelson and Officer Joe Akendo of the Springfield Police Department and others who were there, they sadistically harassed and assaulted an autistic man for walking. Now, ladies and gentlemen, any, even semi-rational human being could have seen within a very short time that the gentleman who was harassed and assaulted here is a gentleman with special needs. But for police, they are the huge targets for their sadism and their sadistic behavior, their cruel, inhumane, sadistic behavior. See, they're so focused on that they're a hammer and everything is a nail that it's almost like a shark that detects a tiny, tiny amount of blood in the water, and that will send them into a feeding frenzy. And that's what police do with the weak, the infirm. I've seen so many videos of them with harassing and assaulting and injuring elderly people, people with mental health challenges, autistic people. This is an autistic man. This should have never happened. It was profoundly traumatic for him. Now, I'm going to read a bit about not just what happened, but then I'm going to show you the video. And it's not just about the people who were directly responsible for the sadism that was directed toward this gentleman. It's about the other cops who were there that did nothing. So stop freaking telling me, for you bootlickers, that, oh, these are only a few bad apples. That most of them are good cops. Well, good cops don't stand by and watch someone sadistically torture an autistic man. His crime? Walking at night. To share, this is Springfield, Florida. The Bay County Sheriff's Office has no plans to criminally charge other Springfield police officers tied to a recent excessive force case. Still, the officers could face some discipline or reprimands internally from the department, officials say. That's right. Bad police officer. You were a very bad police officer. Now, are you counting your pension and how many years you have before retirement? Oh, I know you did something that it got out in the news. So we got to make it look like we think you're going to be yelled at. So do you understand that you're now officially yelled at? Okay. Are you reprimanded effectively? Okay. So, don't do that again. Wink, wink. And if you do, we'll reprimand you again. If your egregious criminal behavior sees the light of day, because most of the time, no one will know you did anything. And I know there's body cam footage. That's a little tricky, little slippery slope for us, but we can usually delay the release of this footage, or we can say, oh, something happened and it accidentally got deleted, which I've heard way too many times as well, of course. But, you're good. Keep counting your pension. And, oh, by the way, you get another paid vacation to Disney World because you tortured someone. Again, you have the full support of the police union, the Fraternal Order of Police. Disgusting. So still, the officers could face some discipline or reprimands internally from the department, officials say. Which officials, actually? Officer Ronnie Nelson, who is white, was arrested on Tuesday on a felony charge of official misconduct. And the point, why does the press keep doing this? It's a human being sadistically tortured another human being. And the gentleman was black. But again, it's not simply a racial problem. It's an authoritarian problem. Because they do this with white people and Asian people and Spanish people and black people because we're humans. And so he was actually arrested, the officer, on Tuesday, one of the rare sacrificial lambs, on a felony charge of official misconduct and a misdemeanor charge of battery following a May 29th incident involving Sonny Smith. The incident was brought under review by Springfield Police Chief Barry Roberts, who decided to have the Bay County Sheriff's Office handle the investigation. He didn't do this willingly. It's because someone was brave enough to get this footage out, the body cam footage. The officer body camera video footage of the incident started circulating online Tuesday evening. See? Because the truth comes out. My channel is called Leroy Truth because the truth shall keep us free and hold complete pieces of garbage, sadistic people like this officer, Nelson, accountable. And it gave Bay County residents a full view of what happened. The nearly 15-minute footage shows Nelson approach Smith when he was walking down the sidewalk shortly after midnight and began asking him questions. Again, you'll see the details of this. And I'll play this video, mostly it's in entirety for you here today. And once the rookie officer named Morgan Weller, who was present with Nelson, said incorrectly that Smith provided a false name. So this rookie officer named Morgan Weller said there was a wrong name, said incorrectly that Smith provided a false name. That's all a cop needs to say time to torture. Oh, he lied to us. He gave us a false name, even though he didn't. Nelson immediately pulled out and used his stun gun. It's stun gun time, boys and girls. Time to get my stun gun on. And he sure did. In the video, you can hear Smith pleading to Officer Nelson that he just wants to go home. And that's where he was going. He told the cops he's just going home. Like, what are you doing? Oh, this is where a lot of drugs and prostitutes hang out. Drug dealers and prostitutes. So what? He's a free man. Leave him the freak alone. He just wants to go home. He just lives a few blocks away from what I understand. When the officers detained, tortured, and arrested him. When the other officers arrived, they took Smith down to the ground because cops, for the most part, are all bad. Did any one of them, did one single officer say, whoa, let's see. I want to see what's going on. Is this justified? Is there a threat? Oh, this man sounds like he has special needs. Guess what? Any single one of those cops could have pulled back from the entire melee of torture to Sonny. And remember, cops have weapons. And they have a right to threaten use of force if they see criminal behavior. And guess what? The only criminal behavior that occurred that evening was all of the police officers. And one cop could have drawn back from all of that torture and shouted at the top of his or her lungs, "Stop right now, get off that man, or I will do this." That's called protecting and serving. To protect the well-being and life of that man, that innocent man, that autistic man. People with special needs, they need our protection as a society. Not to be seen as some weak animal that the police will jump on and torture. Incredible. When the other officers arrived, they took Smith down to the ground. That makes their day. Make my day. That's what it does for cops. Once the video was made public, what about when it was private and there was a use of force documented on the police report, or was there not? And even if there was, why didn't the captain, the sergeant, lieutenant say, whoa, this is wrong. We're going to immediately arrest all officers involved, all of them there, not one of them stopped it, and we will have an external investigation done. We will ask some external group to do this, not another cop agency, and we will file charges immediately. Didn't happen. Only because it was public outcry, because somehow the video leaked and got online. There was an outcry from the community to not just terminate the officers, but to charge them as well. Duh. And most cops, they just get terminated if that even happens. When I say most cops do not get terminated. But for the ones who do get terminated, charges are not filed as well. When if it was you and I, charges would be immediately filed. And usually greater charges than the people who actually get charges. According to Bay County Sheriff's spokesman on the matter, the investigators had to ask themselves what any responsible responding officer would do in that situation without knowing anything. The responding officers only see a man not handcuffed and the initial officer, Nelson, holding a stun gun. Well, they got to change their freaking policies, dipwads. Still, the other officers could face some disciplinary action. All right, well, let's get right to the video here. And again, this comes from the Don Andre Investigations channel. Make sure to subscribe to him. Give him a like. Tell him Leroy Truth Investigations sent you. And I'll be reaching out to him and to do some collaborative work as well. Stay tuned.
Solomon Smith was walking on the sidewalk just after midnight when, all of a sudden, Officer Ronnie Nelson of the Springfield Police Department and a recruit officer, Officer Morgan Weller, got out of their patrol vehicle to speak with him. Mr. Smith would question why he was being stopped in the first place, but would give the officers his correct name, date of birth, and social security number.
3200 block of Business 98. Come here.
What I did now?
Huh?
What I did?
I don't know. What are you
I
doing?
ain't did nothing. I'm just walking going home.
Where's home at?
My place is down the road. I'm not bothering nobody.
Okay. You got any ID on you?
I left my ID at home.
Okay. Well, just give me your name.
Man, why y'all gotta arrest me for?
We're not harassing nobody.
I'm just doing my job. I'm going.
What's your job?
I'm walking down the road, minding my business. I ain't bothering nobody.
Okay. Well,
I'm trying to get home.
It's 12 o'clock at night, and when we see people out that we don't recognize, we get it.
I'm walking by myself. I don't bother nobody.
Okay. Give her your name and your date of birth.
My name is Solomon E. Smith III. I'm not finna be dolled with this, but this is works of the devil. That's all it is. I'm not doing nothing, sir.
Okay.
I'm minding my business. I don't bother nobody. I'm quiet. I stick to myself.
Mr. Eastman, how do I spell your first name?
Solomon.
Solomo?
O-N.
I know, okay.
It bothers me. I can't even go nowhere.
Okay. Well, I don't know who you are.
I gotta clean it up.
Okay, I don't know who you are.
I'm
and
just me.
So it's 12 o'clock at night. You're out here walking.
I'm minding my business though.
Okay,
I ain't hurt nobody. It should not be no problem. I'm minding my business. could not be doing, I'm not doing that to nobody. I ain't hurt nobody, I ain't commit no crime.
I never said you did.
Why are y'all coming at me like that?
Because
I'm not doing that.
it's 12 o'clock at night, and at 12 o'clock at night, most people are at home in bed.
Minding my business, coming from my friend's house. That's the problem.
Okay.
That's why you can't do me
Okay.
like that.
Whether you believe this or not, okay,
I'm good.
you're in the area that's known for a lot of drug activity and prostitution, okay? All right, so I don't know who you are, so I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna identify you. And if you're good to go, you're gonna be on your way and you can go home and do whatever you want to do.
I'm not for the argue with y'all because it takes two to argue. I got clean record. I'm not for the argue.
Okay,
with y'all. I got Jesus Christ.
Alright.
Jesus Christ will back me up.
Okay,
You know
that's
that.
fine.
Don't do that.
All right,
I don't like people all in my business.
okay.
I don't deal with people.
Although Officer Weller was present with Officer Nelson throughout the encounter, she would enter the wrong name into her system, then would make it worse by mistakenly claiming that Mr. Smith provided a false name. In response, Officer Nelson would pull out his taser and tell Mr. Smith to put his hands behind his back. The video shows an argument breaking out between Mr. Smith and the officers. Mr. Smith pleads with the officers that he has not done anything wrong and that he just wants to go home.
So, Mr. Smith, why did you tell me your last name was Eastman?
Well, it ain't no crime.
What? He didn't give us the right name? What's his name?
His name is Solomon Smith.
Okay.
My name is Solomon Smith. Yeah, but you ain't asked me all that.
Okay.
You asked me what's my name.
All right, turn around. Turn around, put your hands behind your back. Turn
I
around.
did.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your
I'm
back.
sorry.
Put your hands behind your back.
Ma'am.
Turn around.
Please give me a chance. Please.
Turn around.
Please.
Turn around.
I'm trying to go home.
Turn around now.
I'm trying to go home, please.
Get on the ground.
Will you give me a chance?
No.
I'll
Get on the
explain.
ground.
Get on the ground.
Explain.
I will tase your ass. Turn around now.
Why you doing me like that?
Turn around.
I not did nothing to you.
Turn around.
Why you doing this to me?
Turn around now.
Why are you doing this to me?
Turn around.
I'm gonna call those people on you.
You call whoever you want. Turn around.
I got people that would do something to you.
Okay, that's
Don't
fine.
hit me.
Turn around.
Don't bother me.
Turn
I'm
around.
If you work with me, I will tell you the truth.
I'm tired of
Listen.
talking to you.
Listen, please,
Can we get
please,
255?
please give me a chance.
Turn around.
Please give me a chance.
Turn around.
I'm trying to go home. I'm trying to go home. Please, please,
Turn around.
please.
Turn around. Turn around now.
Baby, will you just give me a chance to talk to you?
Put your hands behind your back.
I ain't did nothing though.
Turn around.
I'm on the wrist.
Put your hands behind your back.
Yes, I'm on the wrist. I'll just ask you a question. Yes, I'm on the wrist. Please,
You're going to be. Turn around. Turn around.
man.
Don't you.
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm gonna call my mom.
Get your hands out of your pocket.
I'm call my mama.
Back
Keep
up.
your hands.
I'm calling
Back up.
my mama. Will you please let me call my mama and she
No.
identify me?
I will take care of that in a minute.
Please.
Turn around. This is your last chance. Turn around.
I'm trying to do what's right.
Turn around, I said.
I'm trying to do what's right. You can't do me like this.
Turn around.
The victim is a victim. You cannot do me like
Turn
that.
around.
Don't put your hands on me. You cannot do me like this. I'm trying to get home.
I said turn around now. You need to stay out of this.
Look.
You need to stay out of this.
No, come here. I need.
Come here. Turn around.
Jody.
Put your hands behind your back now. Put your hands
Wait,
behind.
he gonna talk to you.
No, he ain't.
Yeah, he is.
Put your hand-
He my good.
Turn around.
I'm a good people.
Turn around.
He is my good people. Jody, come here.
No. Turn around.
I'm a,
No.
He gonna take me home, please.
No.
Please. You got to work with me.
No, I ain't got to work with you.
Listen, I'm not.
I said.
Just as backup arrives, Officer Nelson is seen deploying his taser at Mr. Smith. When the taser does not work, the backup officer, Officer Joel Okendo, would perform a leg sweep takedown, taking Mr. Smith to the ground.
Get on the ground.
You heard my back.
Officer Ronnie Nelson is seen on the body cam video continuing to shock Mr. Smith multiple times with his taser.
Jolie, come get me. It hurt, man. It hurt my wrist.
Give me your other hand.
It hurt my wrist.
Give me your other hand.
Please, it hurt
Hold
my
on.
wrist. All right.
Your other arm. Your other arm. Now.
I did.
Now.
Your other arm. Come on.
All right. Shit. It hurt my feet, man.
Well, you wouldn't be hurting if you stopped resisting.
I'm sorry.
Relax. Just relax.
I'm trying to get home, please. I'm trying to get home. Please. Could I talk to y'all then?
Nope, not no more. Time for talking's over with.
Man, please let me talk to you, sir. Can I talk to you, sir? Can I talk to you, sir? Please.
7
Brother, you
Springfield.
had your chance to talk.
I'm trying to tell y'all the truth, though.
Taser deployed.
I'm trying to tell you the truth, though.
10-15. Black male.
Let me get up then. You hurt my feet. You hurt my feet. Let me pull my pants off.
We're gonna pull them up for you.
I'm sorry. Listen, will you please talk to me? Will you please listen, can I talk to you?
Hold still.
Brother, you had the chance to talk.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm sorry, sir.
Why'd you have to go this route?
I'm sorry, please. Officer, you gotta believe me, I'm sorry.
I believe that you're sorry, Bubba. But then you didn't have to go this route.
I'm sorry, if they would've, I would've told them the truth if they would've let me tell them, please.
Is that hurting?
Yeah.
Alright, hold still.
Oh, gotcha.
It's right here in the front. It's stuck in his shirt.
After the video was made public, there was a massive outcry from the community to not just terminate the officers involved, but to charge them all as well. The incident was brought under review by Springfield Police Chief Barry Roberts, who decided to have a third agency, in this case the Bay County Sheriff's Office, handle the investigation.
In Springfield tonight, a police officer has been arrested on criminal charges after an incident involving excessive use of force caught on body cam footage. The Bay County Sheriff's Office held a joint news conference with the Springfield Police Department today to explain what happened.
A use of a electronic control device or a taser was unwarranted, and it was just improper.
Last week, the Springfield Police Department and other local law enforcement agencies met with several black community groups to stand up against racism and police brutality in our area. And to some, Nelson's arrest is proof that law enforcement is keeping their word.
They held their own guys accountable, and they did the right thing by moving it up the chain, if you would. And that shows that we have honorable guys that work in the law enforcement here.
We want justice for Sonny D, and we want it for real.
But some don't think it's enough. Dozens of protesters lined Business 98 near the spot where Smith, also known as Sonny D, was taken down by officers. They demanded the arrest of the other 2 officers involved. Locals say the officers should have recognized Sonny D has special needs.
Sonny D is autistic. I have 2 autistic children, so Sonny D holds a very, very, very close place with me. The fact that he cried on my shoulder today and told me, I wake up from nightmares every night and I cry, because it just keep playing in my head. That's not okay.
On June 9th, 2020, Ronnie Nelson would be charged with felony official misconduct and misdemeanor battery and was placed on unpaid leave pending termination. In August of 2020, former Springfield police officer Ronnie Nelson pled not guilty to 2 charges: official misconduct and the abuse of a disabled adult. Both are felonies. On September 5th, 2021, Solomon Smith would file a lawsuit against ex-officer Ronnie Nelson, Officer Joel Okendo, Springfield Police Chief Barry Roberts, and the city of Springfield, Florida. As for Joel Okendo, according to a Springfield City Hall meeting, Officer Okendo returned to duty as early as November 1st, 2021. The rookie officer, Officer Morgan Weller, was said to be, quote, devastated by what happened. After digging through court documents, I found that the state's attorney, Larry Basford, would suddenly file a motion to dismiss the case. According to this document, the defendant, ex-officer Ronnie Nelson, is now deceased.
You saw the video, ladies and gentlemen. It is so wrong. And multiply this, that this is happening every single day in all 50 states. That's why I am in the process of working with senators and congressmen and other activists to hold our public officials accountable so they will create actual police reform. Can't work with the cops on this. Remember, working with the cops and saying, hey, can't we just have better training, more training? It's like you meet with a cobra. You're walking along the road, you suddenly see a cobra. And somehow the cobra can talk. I don't know how that's possible, but for the metaphor of the story. And the cobra says, can you help me across the river? I need to get over there to my family because if I try to swim, I'll drown. I don't swim. And the man who sees the cobra says, why? No, I'm not going to help you and like pick you up because you're going to bite me. And the cobra says, no, I promise. I really just need your help. I want to get to my family, my young kids and my wife, and just put me in your pocket and as you swim, and I will help you. Or actually, you've got a boat. Sorry, boat. And so guy said, okay, you promise not to bite me. I promise. And so the man takes him across in his boat, actually. Got a little rowboat. As the man gets to the other side, just before he takes the cobra out of his pocket, he feels a sharp pain on his leg. And he realizes he was bitten by the cobra. And as he is going into shock and then going to die from the poison, he asks the cobra with his dying breath, Cobra, you promised if I helped you, you would not bite me. The cobra says, oh, you knew my nature. That's the police nature, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Leroy Truth. Please subscribe to my channel. Please like this video. Please share the video. And I appreciate each of you. And together, we shall create police reform. Oh, and make sure to call Senator Schumer, whose number is here, and Senator Tim Scott, and let them know that you are demanding police reform immediately, and that they put this on the #1 domestic list for domestic issues in our country, the United States of America.